Yo, what it do YouTube? B Kelly back again with another banger. Today's video is going to be about what happened to the 2015-2016 national champion Chino Hills basketball team. To provide some background context, we're going to talk about the main players on this team, plus one honorable mention on this 35-0 national champion Chino Hills basketball team. The first player we're going to talk about today is the main player on this team, Lonzo Ball. In this season, he averaged a triple-double, 23.9 points a game, 11.3 rebounds a game, and 11.5 assists per game. After this season, Lonzo Ball attended UCLA for 1 year, and he did amazing. He was one of the top recruits coming out of high school, and he was one of the top college basketball players at the time. In the 2017 NBA draft, he was selected with the number 2 pick to the Los Angeles Lakers. Lonzo Ball played 2 seasons with the Los Angeles Lakers before being traded in the Anthony Davis deal to the New Orleans Pelicans. His time as a Laker, he had a bunch of flashes, but he also had a bunch of negatives. Lonzo Ball was hurt part of the time, and he had a terrible coach, Luke Walton, just to name that. But now with the Pelicans, he's finding a new light in his career. So far this season with the Pelicans, Lonzo Ball is shooting 41% from the field and a good 38% from the 3, while putting up 12 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists a game. And Lonzo Ball lately has been on fire before the coronavirus ended the season. You can definitely expect big things from him and his dynamic duo with Zion in the future. The next player we're going to talk about is LiAngelo Ball, who was a junior at the time. And this season, LiAngelo Ball was actually the leading scorer on Chino Hills' team, putting up 27 points a game, along with 3 rebounds and 2 assists a game. He had a really good season. LiAngelo Ball had a very good senior year at Chino Hills as well. And at UCLA, he unfortunately got caught stealing sunglasses at a Louis Vuitton store in China along with 2 other teammates. They were all arrested by the Chinese government, and they were all suspended the rest of the season at UCLA. LeVar Ball did not wait for the suspension. He pulled LiAngelo Ball out of UCLA. He would then play for BC Vitaltis, where he played very well coming off the bench and was even a league leading scorer at one point. After that, he played for JBA with the Los Angeles Ballers along with LaMelo Ball after hearing his name uncalled in the 2018 NBA draft. And he played very well, and then he played well with JBA USA. But he had nagging ankle problems, and he would have to get surgery, and he would miss some time with basketball. He would eventually try out with the OKC Blue and make their practice roster for about a month or 2. But he would eventually sign with the OKC Blue, but he never got to play in a game due to the coronavirus. The next player we're going to talk about is LaMelo Ball, who was a freshman this season, and he averaged 16.4 points, 3.8 assists, and 1.8 rebounds. The next season, LaMelo Ball would have even a better year. After his sophomore season with Chino Hills, he would not play for Chino Hills again, because in his junior year going into the season, LeVar Ball pulled him out of Chino Hills High School, and then he took his talents with LiAngelo to Lithuania, to BC Vitaltis, where he didn't get a lot of playing time, and he had injury problems, and he just did not play good overall. And he then took his talents to JBA, where he played for the LA Ballers and was the face of the league, and he went off every game. Then he played for JBA USA and played very well, then played for Spire Institute, and to me was one of the best high school basketball players around, but he could not play college basketball due to having his own shoe with the big baller brand. And then he took his talents to Australia to the NBL. With the Illawarra Hawks in the NBL, LaMelo Ball played very well, putting up 17 points a game, 7 assists, and 7.5 rebounds a game, along with almost 2 steals a game, shooting 37% from the field and 24% from the 3. The next player we're going to talk about is Eli Scott, who was a junior this season. He put up 15.8 points a game, 8.6 rebounds a game, 2.4 assists per game, not to mention the dude could steal the ball as well, putting up 1.4 steals a game. In the next season as a senior at Chino Hills High School, he had even a better year, getting more touches on the ball. And he would be a 3-star recruit coming out of high school and would commit to Loyola Marymount, which is a Division I school. Eli Scott has had a pretty solid college basketball career so far. His freshman season, he put up 12.6 points a game, along with 7 rebounds a game and 2 assists a game, while shooting 47% from the field. In his sophomore season at LMU, he got less playing time. He did shoot better from the field, shooting 52% from the field, but his numbers were not as good because he got less time, only putting up 8 points a game, 2.5 assists, and 5 rebounds a game. But this season so far, with Loyola Marymount, he has gone off in a sense. This past season, in his junior year at Loyola Marymount, he played very well, putting up 15.5 points a game, along with almost 7 rebounds a game and 4 assists a game. Not to mention, he shot an impressive 53% from the field. The next player we're going to talk about is Cameron Shelton, who was a sophomore at the time. Cameron Shelton came off the bench for the Chino Hills team that season. He did put up 5.3 points a game, 1 assist and 2 rebounds a game, and 1 steal a game that season, and is now a part of Northern Arizona's basketball team as a sophomore currently. His freshman season at Northern Arizona was pretty solid for a freshman, and he started most of the games while he was there and played some pretty good time, averaging 27.5 minutes a game. And he was putting up 8 points a game with 2.5 assists and 4 rebounds a game, along with 1 steal a game. This past season for Northern Arizona, Cameron Shelton played pretty well, and he again played a lot of minutes, averaging 35 minutes a game, while putting up 15 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists a game while shooting 40% from the field. Not to mention, he shot pretty well from the 3, shooting 36% from the 3 this season. Next player we're going to talk about is Onyeka Okongwu, who was the starting center for this Chino Hills team his whole career, actually. He was a true freshman this season, and he averaged 8 points a game, along with 7 rebounds a game, and no assist, but 3 blocks a game, along with a steal a game in his freshman season. Every year at Chino Hills High School, he would just get better and better, and by the end of it, he would be a 5-star recruit and ranked 20th in the country. Then he would commit to USC. Okongwu had an amazing freshman season at USC, where he put up 16.2 points a game, 1 steal, almost 3 blocks a game, with 1 assist and 8.6 rebounds a game, while shooting an impressive 62% from the field, and is now a projected top 10 pick in this upcoming NBA draft. The next player we're going to talk about is Andre Ball, who's actually a cousin of the Ball brothers. He was a sophomore this season and put up 4 points a game, along with 2 rebounds a game, and that was really about it. He really didn't play a lot. He mainly came off the bench. He had a solid career there at Chino Hills and would have leave a 3-star recruit and go to Pepperdine. He did not appear in a single game this past season. I couldn't find if he got injured or something, but his freshman year, he primarily came off the bench, and he did shoot pretty well, shooting 44% from the field, while putting up 3 points a game and 2 rebounds a game. The next player is my honorable mention. Now, he really did not play really at all, and he was really a guy who played garbage minutes, but he did average 1.1 points a game, and this guy, he had that curry range. I'm talking about Grant Truman. This guy had a 3-point shot, and it was deadly, I'll tell you what. Now, he's not playing basketball right now. He's actually playing Division I football for Eastern Michigan. Now we're at the end of the video. I just want to point something out, is that this team, they had a lot of studs on it. I mean, the starting 5 with LaMelo projected to be a top 3 pick and possibly be the number 1 pick in the draft, and Lonzo, who is the number 2 pick in the 2017 NBA draft, and LiAngelo Ball, who is in the G League now, and Eli Scott, who's having a really good college career, and if he can keep turning it up like he is right now, he could have a possible shot at being an NBA player. Emphasis on possible. Probably more than likely a G League player or a Euro League player, but that's still pretty good. And Onyeka Okongwu, who is going to be a top 10 pick in this year's draft. All I gotta say is this team was full of studs, and it was a public school. I'm not gonna say they're the best high school team ever, because I don't want to cause controversy with LeBron's team. You know, his team that was amazing. But that's the end of the video, guys. Remember to smash that like button, turn on them post notifications, and subscribe for more videos. B Kelly out.